where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find her. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
I'm Jerry Ingram. I'm the owner of Volunteer Home Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage broker company located in Maryville, Tennessee. I love meeting people and just being here for them. We provide all types of mortgages. You just give me a call at 865-238-7500 and online at volunteerhomemortgage.com.
All right, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Well, first things first, I just want to apologize for those of you. I've already apologized on social media, but I'm going to apologize to you. My goal of East Tennessee Weather is to be live when weather matters. When you start checking the radar, when things are rustling around your house and you're like, what's going on outside? That is 100% my goal. I set my alarm last night, did not wake up, and woke up this morning going, great. So for that, I truly apologize. I know some of you may say it's not a big deal. You need some sleep, this, that, and the other. I get it, but that is not my goal. But I guess we're only human, right? Anyways, happy Friday, everybody. Let's start you off with a live view from outside here this morning. This is a live look from Anderson County, downtown Clinton. This morning, maybe. Where is that not working? There it goes. There it goes. All right, so that's downtown Clinton. We got the mostly cloudy skies, still rather breezy out there this morning, but obviously we've had quite a bit of wind reports. I'm going to talk more about that here in a second. And so watch out for some debris on the road. My wife texted me when she took my kid to school this morning, said there's quite a bit of debris in and around the neighborhood. So some of you are going to have to contend with that. So do travel safely this morning, thanks to the storms that blasted their way on through. And speaking of which, let me show you the radar recap. So we'll just kind of go back in time and show you what we saw. So here's a storm system lining up, moving its way on through. Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 severe thunderstorm warnings, basically East Knoxville all the way up into the Tri-Cities area. And those white dots that you see on the screen, those are wind damage or wind reports anyways that were coming in. You can see how they were starting to be reported as a line of severe weather, or line of not all of it was severe by all means. Let me just try and find my clicker here. Not all of it was severe. We had a very powerful upper level winds at 5,000 feet. We talked about that yesterday morning and how an intense line would move on through. Now the Storm Prediction Center they took us out of that severe weather risks. But because we had such strong winds at 5,000 feet in elevation, the storms grew tall enough to tap into those strong winds and transfer it down to the surface. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. It was brief. It was out pretty quickly. And now we transition to a little bit of a colder weather pattern. Check out these wind reports. Cove Mountain, 78 mile per hour winds being reported yesterday. Wares Valley at 68 miles per hour. McGee Tyson Airport, 62. You got to realize that's non-severe thunderstorm wind, because we didn't have a severe thunderstorm warning on that. And so severe storms indicate 58 miles per hour or greater, or 1-inch diameter hail or larger. Andrew, remember that? I just tested you on that the other day. Colonial Heights, Sullivan County, 55 mile per hour winds, and Gatlinburg Airport, 53 in Sevier County. And that left a slew of people without power. And so we still have quite a few power outages. Actually, Knox County is down to 2,500. Was at 4,000 when I first checked it this morning. And so, of course, the power is going to be restored here through the day today. Hopefully you get it back sooner than later. All right. Oh, Dwayne, I appreciate you guys. I mean, listen, all of you. Schools are an hour late in Jefferson County due to debris, I'm assuming. Last half day of school and heading to the hospital for final surgery, blood work. Good luck, Felicia. We'll be thinking about you. Good morning, Chris. How are you this morning? And now, see Andrew, 58 miles per hour or greater, or 1-inch diameter hail or larger. Those are for my Witcher weather watchers. The wind was hectic. Yeah, it was very crazy. You lost Christmas decorations. I had somebody email me or message me on social media, said they lost their Christmas decorations, but their trash cans just stayed right there. I have not checked my trash can yet because today is trash day. Hopefully it didn't get tipped over. Anyways, good morning, Andrew. How are you this morning? Shelby, how are you? All right, there we go. Let's move right along. Let's talk about those temperatures here this morning. And so temperatures are trending a little bit warmer across much of East Tennessee, a little bit colder. Jamestown now 16 degrees colder than yesterday. Here comes that colder air mass. It's going to start to settle on in. So because we've got colder air moving in throughout the day today, but it's going to battle that daytime heating and abundant sunshine because we are going to have a ton of sunshine throughout the day today. That's going to keep our temperatures fairly steady. And we talked about this yesterday as well. So temperatures this morning are in the 30s and 40s. As we warm up throughout the day today, well, we're not going to warm up a ton. We're going to stay in the 30s and 40s all day. So fairly steady temperatures throughout much of the day today. But again, abundant sunshine is going to be working its way back in. The wind will start to relax. Now, it's still rather breezy and gusty out there this morning. But as the kids head home from school, well, half day, it's still going to be breezy. As we get home from work tonight, the wind will start to back off. And that's going to relax through the entire weekend as high pressure starts to build its way back in. All right, so not much to show you on a futurecast model, but I want to talk about those rain chances and lackluster. We're more bark than bite when it comes to the next few disturbances that come on through, meaning we're going to have more cloud coverage than rainfall, so not expecting a whole lot in the way of rain heading our way. Rainfall outlook is, again, fairly lackluster, so I just don't think we're going to see a whole lot. But this ridge of high pressure starts to build its way back into the area, and as it kind of works its way from west to east, we're going to be on the northeastern side of that ridge as we get into our Wednesday and Thursday, and a couple of little disturbances wrapping around that ridge. Sometimes that can be the ring of fire, not this time around, but the ring of fire, sometimes we get some bad storms wrapping around that ridge of high pressure when it builds on in, typically in the spring and summertime months, but this time of the year, just a couple of light showers are possible. Temperatures, so Christmas Eve and Christmas Day are now officially on the 7-day forecast. Today, fairly steady temperatures. We're right around 41 degrees for most of the day today. Tomorrow and Sunday, we'll see increasing clouds on Sunday, but we're going to be back in the mid-50s. Chillier Saturday morning down to 25, and then we warm into the upper 30s on Sunday morning. But look at the temperatures next week. Average high for this time of year is about 50, 51 degrees or so. I don't know why this says Knoxville. That's just everyone's 7-day forecast. But either way, we're going to be in the low to mid-50s Monday, Tuesday. Couple of disturbances brings us some cloud coverage Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's not going to be abundantly sunny, but I think on Christmas Day, we'll see increasing sunshine. So I think the clouds will be with us early in the morning, then we'll warm. But look at those temperatures. Christmas Eve, we're at 63. So if you like to head off to the Christmas Eve services, so far, so good. It's going to be fantastic. I'll keep you up to date on any chances for some light rain showers if you're heading off to those Christmas Eve services. And then Christmas Day, I don't think we're going to see much. Maybe 20% early in the morning. Then we should have increasing sunshine. But look at those temperatures. 51 Christmas morning and 66 Christmas afternoon. Christmas Day. I don't know about you, but I would like to have a fire in the fireplace while we open presents. I mean, that's just my personal feelings. But it might be just too warm for that. And as we round out 2025 and head into 2026, well, it looks like we're going to have a good shot for trending above average. And however, with that said, though, I will tell you this. I did take some notes and looking ahead towards New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We potentially, even though that temperature outlook that I just showed you takes us all the way through January 2nd, that's just kind of giving us a window of like, okay, but I will tell you that New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, we potentially could have high temperatures in the 30s. So it could potentially be colder to ring in the new year. If you happen to be ringing in the new year outside somewhere here around town, maybe you're heading off to the ball drop in downtown. Or any other great New Year's Eve celebrations. It's been a long time since I've celebrated New Year's Eve. I feel like with kids and then running a business and you're up and early in the morning anyways, You don't really get to stay up till midnight. And I've done morning TV for so long, so staying up till midnight is always a challenge for me, due to the fact that my body says, I don't know about you, man. You need to go to bed, Mike. All right, so going down Choteau Road this morning. So much debris and downed trees. Thank you, April. I appreciate that. So if anybody travels around North Shore, even Westland Drive, West Knoxville, Choteau area, heads up for some debris and trees down. Let's see. School's very low attendance. Yeah. I mean, some kids go to school today. I mean, all they're doing is like watching movies, right? It's daycare at this point of the game. Good morning, Beverly. Lisa, the wind was so strong in Seymour, it pushed my rocking chairs all the way off my porch. I thought the roof was coming off. Scary for sure. And that's why I apologize to you from the very beginning. When it matters, when you get up in the middle of the night, when you're sitting there questioning what's going on with the weather, that's when I should be right there for you. And I wasn't last night. And so for that, I truly apologize. It's not where I want to be, but it's what has happened. So here we are. Okay, small. Let's see. Shop small this weekend. Tea and Treasures has extended their hours. Seymour Mercantile will be open every day until Christmas Eve. I'm not with you on that one. I can't. I love weather forecasts in East Tennessee. It can be a struggle. Yesterday, we actually made it into, I was forecasting 60, and yesterday we made it to, speaking of weather and forecasting in East Tennessee, Andrew, let's see, yesterday we made it to, I was forecasting 60, we made it to 65. So we're warmer. And so that's a point too, because based on the model guidance and forecast, when we say 60, and we have limited instability in the atmosphere, if you warm that air up a little bit more, now you have a little bit more available energy and instability to work with. And so because we overperformed on temperatures, I think that's why the storms overperformed late last night. All right, let's get to work, shall we? Let's move right along. It is Friday, my friends. 7:41 here this morning. And I'll take you to, this is pretty cool. That's a live look there from West Knoxville, Fox Road Marina. You've got, off in the distance, some nice clouds, and those clouds are just cruising right by. All right. So we're celebrating birthdays and events. Any birthdays out there, give us a big shout out so we can give you a big shout out. Mike, you're fine. You were battling your insomnia, and it won. Yes, it did. I know, and I appreciate you, but I'm still going to beat myself up over it a little bit because that's just what I do. I'm not perfect, nor are you. Nobody is, but I try to be as much as I can. All right, so birthdays and events. Today is National Ugly Christmas Sweater Day. Well, I dropped the ball on that one. I could run inside and go grab my ugly Christmas sweater that you probably saw on social media the other night. So don those ugly Christmas sweaters. Whoever made this a thing, like Tipsy Elves and stuff like that, they were like one of the first ones to really get that going online. That's where I got mine from. They've got some funny ones and some ugly ones, that's for sure. Anyways, don your ugly Christmas sweaters today. And it's going to be a good day to do so because it is going to be chilly with temperatures only in the 30s and 40s. It's also National Oatmeal Muffin Day. I do like some oatmeal muffins. Throw some raisins in there and some extra cinnamon and you're good to go with me. It's National Hard Candy Day. I just like candy. But I don't know about you, but hard candy for me, I can't suck on it. I'm surprised I even have teeth. My dentist probably should not even hear this. But anytime I put a hard piece of candy in my mouth, it is gone in like 3 seconds. I chew it. And it gets all stuck in your teeth. But I am a candy freak. I love candy. I got to stay away from it as much as I can. All right, today is also National Underdog Day. Well, I'm feeling a little like the underdog right now because I wasn't where I was supposed to be. Anyways. All right, weather for you on this date. In 2009, snowfall totals from 1 to 2 feet were a commonplace. And what will go down as one of the biggest snowstorms in history on the East Coast. and the first of 4 snowstorms in the Mid-Atlantic during the 2009-2010 season. The 15 inches of snow measured at Reagan International Airport on December 19th was the third highest daily snowfall totals on calendar in D.C., in our nation's capital. In 2008, a snow and ice storm on December 19th affected parts of the U.S. and the Midwest. Over 220,000 homes and businesses across Illinois, Indiana, Ohio were left without power. In 1989, high winds and heavy snow plagued the northern and central Rockies. Places like Montana, Lincoln picked up over a foot of snow. In 1988, a low pressure and trailing cold front in the central U.S. brought snow and high winds to parts of the Rocky Mountains. Winds in Colorado gusted to 67 in La Junta. That's the southeastern sections. And speaking of high winds, a storm system that just blew through our area last night was over in Colorado 2 days ago. And the wind, my little brother lives right there at the base of the foothills in Denver. And he said the winds were nasty, that they were canceling schools and the power grid. They shut down the power grid so they didn't get any sort of knock down trees and start forest fires. In Colorado, since it's so dry. So the power grid got shut down due to those high winds, and it was nasty. And so we clearly saw our fair share. Those high winds were all the way up in the North and South Dakota and the upper Midwest, where it was record-breaking for sure. Low pressure in 1988 and a trailing cold front. I already read that. In 1987, thunderstorms produced large hail and damaging winds in eastern Texas and the lower Mississippi River Valley. In 1967, a record 83 inches of snow covered the ground in Flagstaff, Arizona. What? Say what? The heavy snows inflicted great hardships on reservations, I can only imagine. In 1957, a tornado 200 yards wide killed 2 people along the 15-mile path near Waldo and Buena Vista in southwestern Arkansas. Either Buena Vista, it's probably Buena Vista. In Colorado, that same name is called Buena Vista. In 1924, the Riverside Ranger Station in Yellowstone National Park reported a low temperature of 59 degrees below zero, a record for the U.S. That's just insane. And in 1777, the Continental Army moved to encampment at Valley Forge amidst stormy winds and piercing cold. A relatively moderate winter followed. And on this date in history across the world, daily quote for the day: a jest's prosperity lies in the ear of him that he hears it, never in the tongue of him that makes it. William Shakespeare would be very disappointed in how I read that, wouldn't he? In 1997, Titanic, the highest grossing film ever made, opened in American movie theaters. In 1984, Britain and China signed an accord returning Hong Kong to Chinese sovereignty. On July 1st, 1997. In 1980, the film 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton opened. That was 1980. That's awesome. In 1959, Walter Williams died in Houston, Texas at the age of 117. He was said to be the last surviving veteran of the U.S. Civil War. 117 years old? I mean, I don't know about you. That seems like a long time to live. I mean, for crying out loud. It gives me like another 75 years of my life. That's insane. Not that I want to end it any sooner than that, but that's old. And that's just old. In 1917, the first games of the new National Hockey League, the NHL, were played. 5 teams made up the league. In 1871, corrugated paper was patented by Albert L. Jones. In 1843, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol was first published in England. One of the best books and great movies ever, in my personal opinion. And in 1562, all the way back to 1562, the Battle of Dreux was fought between the Huguenots and the Catholics, beginning the French Wars of Religion. I probably butchered all of that. I do weather better than I do linguistics and stuff. Oh, where should we take you? Let's take you to here. Cool shot. That's Fort Loudon Dam right there off in the distance. That's Fort Loudon Dam right there. I mean, 9 to 5 was a great movie. Who doesn't like the movie 9 to 5? I mean, Julie said she stayed informed last night using the radar on the app itself. And Julie and I were actually texting this morning, and she said, hey, I did not get a severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service with your East Tennessee weather app. And so what did I do, Julie? Let's show everybody. Let's see if it showed up on my computer yet. It did. So I sent Julie these screen grabs, and she lives in Whitesburg. And I said, well, there's Whitesburg in the center of the screen, right? You have Johnson Highway, Andrew Johnson Highway anyways. I said, and the polygon is that black line that runs north and south there. And let me show you a different view. I'll show you a different view of this. And there it is. And so Whitesburg is right there. You can see we had a severe thunderstorm warning to the south of Whitesburg and right over Whitesburg. But I said, were you in that polygon? Were you west or east of downtown Whitesburg? She said, I'm west. I go, there you go. You would not have gotten the warning because you can clearly see to the west, we did not have a severe thunderstorm warning associated with that storm system. And so the East Tennessee weather apps, if you are not in that polygon, then you will not get notified, even though it was probably rocking and a rolling, like Julie said, right, Julie? All right, I didn't really see any. Let's see if any more have come in here at this moment, but let's see if there's any pictures for Witcher's Pictures. And no new pictures for Witcher's Pictures. But somebody, let's see, who posted this? Bobby Boyd posted a meme that I might as well share with you all. He says, "'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house the AC was running because we live in the South." That's a good one. That is definitely a good one. And let's see if I have any other photos to share with you. I do not. I could share this one for you. Had a chance to, as I mentioned yesterday, to go over to my kids' school to enjoy some time for their Christmas parties. And of course, the kids were having a fun decorating each other as Christmas trees. So that was a lot of fun for sure. It's always good to go over there and see the kiddos. Have a good time. All right, my friends, we're going to wrap things up. I sure hope you have a great Friday. It's chilly today, warmer tomorrow, and then we're heading into the last shopping weekend of the holiday season. Christmas is 1 week from yesterday. Today's Friday, right? 1 week from yesterday. All right, my friends, 6 days left. Get that shopping done. Get the presents wrapped. You don't want to wait till the last minute to get those underneath the tree, right? Part of the holiday spirit, in my personal opinion, is having the presents underneath the tree so you can enjoy the sights and the sounds, or just the sights of the holiday season anyways. I don't know. If you see us out in public this weekend, please come say hi. I met a couple people recently, said I didn't want to bother you. I said, no, please. Come say hi to us if you ever see the Witchers out in public. I'd love to say hi to you. All right, my friends, be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. Travel safely this morning. And I'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher starting off at 8 o'clock, Saturday and Sunday.
turns up the alley just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you